Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology. We'll be picking up where we left off with, I believe, some armed recon. Binh Freeway, USS Kitty Hawk CVA 63. Date, June 29th. Local time, 11:45 hours. Weather, cloud cover. Situation, recon has detected considerable road activity near Ninh. Mission objective, fly an armed reconnaissance mission over the road network, destroying any vehicles you encounter. Order of battle, recommended aircraft, F-4B, recommended weapons, LAU-61s, AIM-9Bs. Threat suppression data, ground opposition, SA-2s, KS-19s, and KS-12s, air opposition, MiG-17s, and MiG-21s. Usual AWAC support, we'll take our trusty F4J, and we'll take these. Now the difference between the Mark 82 Slick and Snake Eye as modeled in the game is that the Snake Eye has a parachute to slow down the bomb, so that way the aircraft has time to get out of the blast zone, whereas you can see the Slick variants are just regular dumb bombs. And, you know, they'll fall as fast as gravity will let them. And this game does model the damage that you will take if you're caught in the blast radius of your own bomb or someone else's bomb, I suppose. And that's especially problematic for the Mark 84s. If anything, they should have put the parachutes on those, but we'll fly with that. And I did get a new joystick set recently. I was using a basic Thrustmaster joystick off. It was like $50 off of Amazon, and I decided to spend some of my overtime money on a new set, and so I've got one that new Hotas set that comes with rudder pedals, and unfortunately I can't do what I actually wanted to do, which was to use actual rudder pedals in this game. It does support it, but it doesn't have the best options as far as controllers go. I mean, this is basically all of your control options, so you can't tell it which device to use. And the way this one works is you have the joystick is one connection, and then the rudder pedals connect to the throttle, which then connects to the PC, so it's seeing the joystick and not the throttle and rudder pedals. So it's a bit unfortunate, but we'll make do. At the very least, though, once we move on to other flight sims in the future, we'll be pretty well set for those. Hold compressed time here. And it's worth watching these F8s because I actually tried doing this mission once earlier, and there's a bug in this game where you fly through an explosion, it tends to crash, or at the very least freeze your game for a while. And I was going through the last of the trucks in this mission, and unfortunately I hit that bug. So, but these guys are pretty cool. These F8s are they're attacking some MiG-21s right as they take off from this airbase. You can see the MiGs taxiing. They're launching Sidewinders, which I think is stupid since they're still on the ground. But they got a hit, so that one's probably, yeah, that one's just going to hit a building. That one hit the control tower. The AI isn't always the smartest in this game. So they got one MiG, and hopefully the two of them can take out that last MiG. I really wish they would have divided their efforts up. That would have been smart, because then they could have taken both of them out on the ground, but oh well, it's an older game. The AI isn't. I personally consider the AI to be good for its time. And it looks like these Phantoms have us covered from the MiG-17s. We'll take out the AAA just so it doesn't annoy us. There, you can see I got the twist axis on the joystick acting as the rudder, so we do have some rudder functionality now, which hopefully that'll help us. I'm thinking that'll help us most when we're lining up gunshots or when we need to make ever so slight course corrections when we're on landing approach with the carrier. And since we're using the slick variants, which I think it would be more reasonable to use those against vehicles like what we're doing. I don't think the vehicles really move too much. They can move, but I don't know if these missions model them as moving along the road. But I would think you'd want the slicks just so, I mean, if you use one of the parachute bombs, then they would have, you know, you have time to get away, but then they have time to get away too. Alright, we are damage free from that. So we'll order our wingman to just attack us at will. And we'll drop our own bombs.
Bombs away.
He's dropping his.
We have a fireball. Bombs away.
And that'll light this up in case any of those MiGs break through the other aircraft. So we've taken out the rear of the convoy. Our wingman should have taken out the front. And normally when you're hitting a column of vehicles like this, that's what you want to do. Is when they're, especially when it's just a bunch of trucks on a road where they might not have the best off-road capability. You want to hit the lead vehicles to prevent them from running ahead and to block the convoy. And you want to hit the rear vehicle to keep them from turning around and running away. They got some AAA up there. Looks like they nicked us a little bit, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll just have to get away from them. Let's not fly through the buggy explosion. And let's do a little more turning and burning.
9 o'clock, in range.
Yeah, see, there we didn't even fly through the explosion and still chugged the system up a little bit. So it looks like we have just the 2 left. So our wingman may have gone off to engage some other vehicle. He's been known to do that before. So we'll take out this last truck here, and then we should be done with our mission. No MiGs have engaged us, so I assume the F8s and the other F4s took care of them pretty well. Not much of a AAA threat on this mission, as long as you made those your priority in entering the zone. I mean, I suppose we could have taken out those other ones further down, but since there's no trucks there, we pretty much all we have to do is stay clear. We don't have to worry about it. And that's the mission, so I guess we'll
Charlie, bearing 144.
Go home now.
Angel 5.
There's a SAM site or something pinging us back there, but... And there's our carrier. And it's worth noting that, I mean, if it wasn't obvious by now, I think the mission area is vastly scaled down, because I don't think any of the carriers would ever operate within sight of the coastline. If only because coastal artillery would be able to easily hit it. So let's try what?
Clear to left.
That's interesting. Okay.
Go left. Go left.
But yep, our boys in the sky are doing the job.
3 miles.
We went too far to the right.
Go left. Go left. Fire. 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 2 miles.
Alright.
Slower.
Slower it is.
Slower. Lower. Lower.
Now, ideally, we'd be using our thrust to control our altitude, so let's...
Call the ball. On the ball. Steady. Fire. 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 They're landing.
Yeah, kicking the afterburners. We were pretty good until I think I laid the brake on too long and had the throttle too low at the end there, so we ended up dropping a little bit too fast, but we're getting better at these. Takes a ridiculous amount of thrust to just taxi along on the deck. I will say that. And I really wish these planes would return to the carrier. What we'll see is they do that in the Ukraine campaign, but not in Vietnam, I don't think. Maybe if we stuck around for a really long time, but I've never notice them to do that. And I don't know if AI aircraft actually have the same fuel concerns that oh, okay, so we do have other aircraft landing. These guys are landing, so let's stick around and see how they fill up the carrier. I guess I was mistaken. I've just never stuck around long enough. Oh my god, that is we should be dead right now, and I don't, because normally with that's off, I mean I could run into the freaking dude here, the cat officer, and he would and that would be enough to kill me normally. So I don't know if that's something that they changed from USNF 97, which, for the record, that's what I actually played as a kid, was USNF 97, Whereas this is a compilation of that and Chain's Advanced Tactical Fighters, which, after doing some research, I found out did come out after USNF 97. So, I think the Hawkeyes do stay up forever, though I've never, ever seen them to land. I suppose that's so they can benefit the player, but, because you can't really use them if they're on a carrier. Yeah. I don't know why this guy decided to park where we were. I mean, we're basically lined up pretty good, but oh well, we should just be thankful that he didn't kill us. And we got a super close-up view of this aircraft. So, yeah, I guess that's the mission. That was a pretty easy one, actually, all things considered. Debrief, USS Kitty Hawk, CVA 63, date June 29th. Resolution, mission, Ninh Binh Freeway. Resolution, success. Great work blasting those commie trucks. So, yeah, our wingman didn't contribute much, but that's okay. We honestly didn't even really need him for this mission. We'll patch up the bullet holes in our aircraft, and next time we will be supporting a strike on Hanoi. So we'll get some more dogfighting in, because, you know, what's the point of being a fighter pilot if you aren't dueling other fighters? Alright, well, that'll be it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.